Welcome to Business Connection. I'm Liz Spencer. We have a really important guest for you to meet. Her name is Lee Giacalone. She's founder of Heart-to-Heart Parenting. Welcome, Lee. Thanks for dropping by. You know, I've heard you refer to and be the #1 advocate for the emotional wellness. Mm-hmm. And tell me a little bit about emotional wellness and why it's so important. I think this is a really hot topic.
It sure is, Liz. And emotional wellness is made up of two parts. One is the emotional needs, and two is the management of our emotions. And that's also known as emotional intelligence. And the way I came across emotional wellness was in 2010 when I started working with a parenting coach to help me navigate the tricky preteen years with my two sons. What I learned from her was that when it comes to parenting, we tend to focus so much on the physical needs of our children, you know, food, clothing, shelter, and safety. But studies have shown that it is the emotional wellness that determines a person's happiness and success more so than intelligence, athletic ability, race, gender, genetics, or wealth. So since I switched over to this new parenting style by focusing on and meeting my children's emotional needs and coaching them in their development of emotional intelligence, my home has become peaceful. My husband and I have become more connected with our children, and we have really enjoyed the relationship with them. And then on the other hand, the kids are happier, they are more cooperative, responsible, independent, and motivated.
Wow. Now, you are saying that you've met your children's emotional needs there and relationships improved. Share with us a little bit how you met those needs, or what are those needs that you met?
Okay, there are 7 emotional needs, and our children have them, and we all have them.
So it's both people's needs.
That is correct.
Right.
And what we did was we put them in the acronym SPECIAL so that it would be easy for parents to remember. And so S represents fun, laughter, and play. Children love to have fun. So we parents need to get right in there and join them and have fun with them. P stands for power. And this is a big one, especially with teenagers, because they get to an age where they really want to exhibit their independence,
sure,
you know, in their thinking, in their doing. And so especially when they come, when it comes to their ability to drive,
oh,
you know.
That's, yes,
right.
very much so.
Yeah, so the way we meet this need for power is that we give them age-appropriate responsibilities. Then E is for exploring and experimenting, and there are 2 kinds, right? The healthy kind and the unhealthy kind. So we want to make sure that they get the chance to explore and experiment healthily.
And what would be a good example of that?
My son wanted to turn his closet into the man cave. So he wanted to take out all the shelves, all the clothes, put in a couple of beanbag chairs. We let him. I mean, you know, it was a big to-do to undo all that. But, you know, it lasted 3 months. But it fulfilled that need because we let him do it.
It was a healthy thing.
That's correct.
Right.
So now C is for connection. And this is also huge because biologically speaking, all human beings are wired for social connections. And social connection also includes emotional connections. And this is where we get our children to do what we want them to because, you know, they feel connected to us.
Okay. And then we go to I.
Importance. Okay, of course, who doesn't want to be important or feel important, right? And the way the kids feel important is by us spending time with them, by us getting their thoughts, feelings, and ideas into consideration.
That kind of helps us with the connections, too.
That is correct. That is correct.
And then we're up to A, special.
Attention, right? We all want to have attention. That's why social media is so big, because everyone wants to be heard, to be looked at, you know, to get that need met. So the way that we can meet our children's the need for attention is by spending one-on-one time with them, especially if you have more than one kid. Right? You take them out on a date, let them choose the activity they want to do, the money they want to spend if you want to allow them an allowance to do that. And then the last need is love. And children spell love children experience love by spelling it T-I-M-E, time. So when we spend time with them, for example, like taking them out on a date, you actually meet all the needs. I'm important enough for them to want to spend time with me. They're paying attention to me. I'm loved. I feel connected to them, etc., etc. Now, when all these needs are met, then they feel a sense of belonging. And kids and adults, too, will get their needs met, either positively or negatively. So when needs are met, your home becomes more peaceful, everybody's having fun, well-connected, kids are happier, parents are less stressed, more relaxed. When needs are not met, the home becomes very tense, everybody is a little bit distracted, and really not functioning at the optimal level.
How does Heart-to-Heart parenting help us get to special, being successful with that acronym SPECIAL?
Okay, so in 2012 rather, after 2 years of living this parenting philosophy, I became a certified parent educator and launched Heart-to-Heart Parenting to help parents who've experienced frustration and stress with parenting, can't get their kids to do what they want them to, can't motivate them, even when they use the rewards and punishment approach, and sometimes bribery. Nothing seemed to work. And the home environment is just too stressful, and that causes strain in other relationships. So I've designed a parenting program that will give parents the exact strategies on how to motivate the kids, how to connect with them, and basically all the how-tos that they need to, so that they don't rely on society's opinions and do one thing one day, another thing the next day, and causes too much confusion with the kids.
And you do this through workshops?
Yes, I provide workshops, I provide classes, and private coaching. And I want to add one thing about the class is that now I have started to provide teleclasses, so parents can sit in the comfort of their own home and take the class online. That's
awesome. I think that's very smart, because sometimes we don't want to admit we are struggling with our parenting needs. Share with us a little bit about some of the common mistakes you think parents make. Is it forgetting about the parent, about ourselves?
Well, very good point. First of all, though, I want to acknowledge that there are lots of well-connected and happy families that are out there. Parents and children are enjoying their relationship. And for the parents who are frustrated and can't seem to get a hold on parenting to enjoy their relationship with their children, it's not so much about making mistakes as it is not having good information and tools to parent. And a lot of times parenting isn't just about our kids, it's also about us, about how we need to take care of our own emotional needs so that we can come to parenting as a well-adjusted, balanced person, so we can be that loving and supportive parent who accept and understand their children no matter what, especially when they don't have their needs met and are exhibiting undesired behaviors.
Well, Lee, thanks for taking time with us. Heart-to-Heart seems like it is just a really well-balanced, well-thought-out plan and approach, so I appreciate you taking time to stop and tell us all about it.
Thank you, Liz.
We'll be right back with more Business Connection. Stay tuned.